Staying on the coast, how do you fancy owning a little piece of British history? Well, you could own a little bit of it for just 25 quid. People living at Shotley in Suffolk at the mouth of the rivers Orwell and Stour are fundraising to buy their Victorian pier. Shotley Pier is steeped in military history and shares in the site go on sale at the end of the month. Serena Sandu has all the details.
Spanning 600 feet and overlooking the River Stour, from the air it's not hard to imagine how this Victorian pier would have been an impressive sight in its heyday. But over the last 2 decades, Shotley Pier near Ipswich has fallen into disrepair, becoming a home for seagulls rather than a haven for tourists. Despite its rotten timbers, there are hopes it can be restored to its former glory.
The pier was built in 1894 as a landing stage for a ferry between the village of Shotley to Harwich and Felixstowe. It was originally owned by the Marquis of Bristol and was a toll pier for people to make the boat trip, but it was also a way of transporting post between Suffolk and Essex.
The Royal Navy's famous training ship HMS Ganges set up at the pier in 1905. This footage shows a visit from the Duke of Edinburgh in 1956. And it's that local history that the community want to see preserved, and they're prepared to pay for it. The Shotley Pier Group want to raise around £350,000 to buy and restore the site. They're selling shares at £25 each, and the Co-op's community share programme will match up to £100,000.
The shacks at the end, they've been used by fishermen over the years, and so we're hoping to bring fishing back to the pier as well. Both people throw out a rod, and also fishermen can moor alongside.
£20,000 has already been pledged.
It's part of Shotley that's been around for a long, long time, and we tend to destroy our history and our heritage, and it's worth saving. You know, piers are disappearing all around the country. Put some money into it. It's a pleasure for people to come down.
Shotley Pier has stood here for 122 years. The community want to buy it by the spring to ensure it thrives well into the future. Serena Sandu, ITV News, Shotley in Suffolk.
Right, weather time now, Amanda.